move my
Oh
advertisement.
shit.
Hey, I don't give a fuck.
I mean,
I don't know,
it's your podcast though.
but they ain't like said nothing yet about it. But that is what they say. Is like you're supposed to blur out brands
Oh,
and
okay.
how much you want for you. What you want? Just you let me know when.
Yep. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
It's some good shit now. I like it. It's my favorite one from him. It's got like a hint of Robitussin and cherry.
All right, be Robitussin and cherry.
Hey, I ain't worried about it. If I could go back and do them, I was talking about it at the hosting job I was doing. How we used to steal triple C's and high blood pressure medicine. You can overdose and get high on it.
C.
It's a high blood pressure medicine. You might need to pull it up higher, huh?
I was
You know what?
thinking that.
I got you.
That might be it right there. You know I'm short.
Yeah. I still got to get used to how I'm gonna lay out the table. And if it gets too much, I'm gonna move it. I'll move it over there.
Oh no, you good.
But yeah, we used to steal all them triple C's. They're called hydrocodone, cortisone, cold and cough medicine, but they're for high blood pressure, and you just overdose on them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah. That's what the color reminds me of.
A lot of wild stuff. Of course.
Now you don't know me for a while.
Exactly.
I would like to say that this is my work mama. Okay, this is
No, no.
This is the one who kept me in line at work.
The not work mama, because more
Well,
of
you
a
and my
accountable
mama talk
friend.
about me like y'all my mama.
Yes.
So, yeah, but you were my accountable friend, right?
Yeah.
We knew each other and we got to work with each other for, I would say about 5 years, 6 years. You went to a different department, but I know I was there for almost 6 years. But we still,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
maybe 4 years. No, it was longer.
great
than 4
relationship we
years.
built though. Great teamwork. I'm past my shit, right? But we put numbers on the board. You hear me? All right. This ain't no negative because I know she still worked there, but we put numbers on the goddamn
Oh,
board.
we had the team. We had
We
the
had a
dream
team.
team.
Yes, we did. Yes,
we
we
have
did.
a dream team.
I
wouldn't go back because I don't have a dream. Probably won't have a dream team anymore. But
I don't believe it was a place for me there. I mean, I think it was good to go there for the experience for me and to like learn the mechanic side of stuff and see how stuff works in that type of atmosphere of a plant. And it taught me a lot with process of minimizing waste and doing such. So it helps. I think it's a good, how do I say it? It can give you a lot of structure to do something different.
absolutely, I
If
agree.
that makes sense.
I
Not
agree.
necessarily what we're doing or who we're working for, but the concept of what we're doing is a
Right.
lot of structure for other
Other
jobs.
things,
Yeah.
right. Because I believe everybody that's there have something else they're capable of doing
Yeah.
anyway. So, or already has a side job that they're doing.
Yeah.
To be honest, or maybe it's a main job and Kevin McLeod could be the side job.
Oh, we ain't gonna say that. Don't say that no more.
Oh shit!
Because I
You know
don't want
what?
to get you in trouble. I didn't say the
We
name
finna- we
on
finna-
purpose.
we finna-
I didn't say it on purpose.
Definitely.
It's okay. It's early enough. I can
Yeah.
clock that.
Yeah, clock
but,
that. Please.
But I do think that you're a great part of workforce anywhere I've seen you work. And I think you're a great team player. Shout out to Bruce, who's not here, Coach Carter. You guys have a great relationship outside of what you're building.
Right.
And you guys are building something fantastic in Augusta for fitness and athletics, for actual athletes that want to improve and hone in on skills.
Absolutely.
I think that is important when you have not just who am I? All I do is run.
Right.
I don't have any full-fledged exercise experience, but I think if I was an athlete, I want to go somewhere where a person's going to say, what sport are you playing?
Absolutely.
Where are we working at with muscles? Where are we looking at overall with movement, agility? And you guys really zone in on what athletes need.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. And shout out to Coach Carter putting another thing together. Y'all are got a new spot now.
Absolutely. Well, shout out to him because he's the brainwork of, getting the athletes to where they need to be. Like me, on the other hand, I'm on the back end of running things as far as anything office wise or, Depends. Just depends on what my need is for the building
Yeah.
or for the business.
Yeah.
So he is basically the. I'm the. How can I put it? We work well together in figuring out what the business needs. Put it that way.
So you the guts and all behind it, the writings,
Basically.
the logistics,
Yeah.
the numbers, and you the team player.
The team player.
Yeah.
I am the team player.
But you got your own fitness apparel out of it. You do have your own side that you manage and operate to help contribute to.
Yes.
So it's not just like who's doing more than each other. It's what y'all are trying to do together. and it's
Right.
cool.
So I started. Of course, I work out as well.
Put numbers up and getting trophies.
You know.
Hey, I'm just trying to brag a little bit on you, just a little bit.
And actually, I started powerlifting actually because of Bruce. Be honest. I think we started back in 2020. I want to say 2020 when I started. Actually, started 2020, 2022 when I think I did my first competition 2022.
Right after COVID.
Right after COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as workout clothing, us big girls, hippie women, I'm gonna say that.
Not weed smokers. We talking about hips. All right.
Us women with hips.
Hippies good.
So
That's good.
normally it's kind of hard to find workout clothing that's not see through when you bend over, or you self-conscious when you have stuff that that's not of good material.
Yeah.
And then a lot of stuff that's good material is pricey.
Yeah.
They're very pricey. Like you might pay $45 for a pair of tights, and they may or may not be what you're looking for. So for me, I wanted to create my own brand for one, and also I wanted quality material. I wanted something that's I can go to and just feel comfortable for one, and I wanted to look good as well. So that's where I started to look for my own clothing, my own clothing style. I wanted thick material. Well, not necessarily thick material. I wanted something that's not going to be see through for one.
Right. It's hold that structure.
It's going to hold.
Hips.
It's gonna give you that snatch that you want.
Yeah.
And you feel good about yourself.
Fellas,
going
that
to the
snatch
gym.
wasn't for you. So look at it like that.
I'm also going to get into the fella side later, but I'm trying to get my women together now. But yeah, for the most part, I believe that a woman of any size should feel comfortable in the clothes that they wear, especially if they want to work out.
Especially if they're working out, yeah. Cause
Exactly.
because every man understands that. Sometimes it is, especially, I know for running, if I run, I can't go to the gym and do a treadmill because I'm going to want to take my shirt off.
Right.
And some places you ain't allowed to do that, right? Some dudes I know feel like they want to work out. You see them at like outside gyms or CrossFits. Some people just have that appeal. I've seen dudes run where I felt like they had boy shorts on and was running, like a Speedo session.
Yeah.
But it just, everybody's different. And it is good that you're considering that lane for the ladies because that's there.
I mean, there is some obstacles as well because I do want to cater to like some of the bigger women.
Mm-hmm.
It's cost effective for one. Well, not cost effective. It's costly.
Yeah.
So the material, you're paying more for material, but at the end of the day, what is the material giving me?
Yeah.
Because I know what size that I am, but I will have one of the girls in the gym, try out my whatever product that I'm trying to put out there, and I'll let them try it out to see how they like it. I haven't went up to 3X yet, but I'm trying to get there. I haven't found a quality material that I want to put out. Because if I'm not gonna wear it, I don't want anybody else to wear it. That's the first thing.
So let me ask you a question. When it comes to the material side, do ladies have that concern of like things ripping? More so outside of how like the perception is see through, but like is that concern?
That could be an issue as well. Yeah. I mean, you can bend over in your tights.
I've done that quite a few times, not even working out.
Right.
I know.
I mean, and not everybody work out. Even if you just want to wear it to run to the store.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be in the store with some see-through tights on as well. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Tights, leggings, or whatever you want to call it. It's a difference. So I'm going to say leggings. These are not tights. These are leggings.
Yeah.
More leggings. Tights are more see-through. But you don't want to be out in public with your sunshine showing.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah. Well, I know that a lot of ladies use leggings to go work out in.
Right.
Just to kind of get by and just wear it. And that may, might not be the right for you moving your body in these exercise ways. You want that flexibility so it gives, so you're not
Right.
stretching something and ripping seams or
Absolutely.
ripping an ankle or thigh.
But you don't want, like for me, I have big thighs. I don't want my thighs just everywhere. I
Right.
want some material that's gonna hold, and and still I can be productive in my workout without having to be worried about the clothing that I have on.
Yeah. Now I want to jump back to the body lifting real quick. I want to touch base and powerlifting, bodylifting is still powerlifting. Powerlifting is the competition, right?
Yes.
So I would say like bodylifting is like, how I look at it is like the work you do before you do the powerlifting competition, right? Because I look at bodybuilders, they're building a body, but then you do the competitions. I don't know. I'm not a fitness major, but that's Coach Carter. Yeah, I'll talk to him. But now, when you started, how was that challenge going into like this creativity of like building this brand with Bruce, and then at the same time you doing this powerlifting? When your numbers, when you get to see that achievement, like what are you lifting at? Like I know you have an achievement awards for lifting certain weights, but when you felt good and like where you were in this like this process of what you were doing, what number did you really like point out to you?
So when I first started, of course, my upper body was and is still the weakest, but my goal for benching, my bench weight was, at first it was 135 because 245 plates, I thought, I was on top of the world then, but then you see a lot of other women and you go to these competitions and you like, no, that's not it. That's not going to be enough. So in order to place or, even and it depends on your age, your weight, and I think that's it. Age, weight, and I want to say that's it. But that's your class. So depending on your class, I mean, even at 40 plus, I'm not going to say how old I am.
That's all right.
No, even at 41, I think I was 40 then. 40 when I did my first competition, I believe. There's still a lot of women that lift a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And you think you going into this competition and you think, okay, your numbers are good, but then you got women that are actually, that have better numbers than you. Yeah. And that makes you want to work harder because you want to beat those numbers as well. Right. And I'm the type, I'm very competitive.
Yeah. I'm in it.
Now, once I hit 135, my next goal was 165 with benching. I think my max weight that I hit, my max weight for deadlifting was, I want to say my last competition was 380, I believe.
Damn.
I mean, not 380. Yeah, 380. I want to say 380.
Shit, no, I can't do that.
I want to say it was 380, 385, maybe somewhere around there.
I still live on high school numbers.
But
my high school
it
number
makes
is
you
yours.
feel like high school, like when you play basketball, or I played basketball and I played softball. But the game day is your determinant. It's going to determine your numbers. Practice,
you're right.
You're going to fuck around.
Right. So
practice, I hated practice. I hated going in to live.
Yeah. But all this bullshit for what? When we going to play?
And then some days, and it's more mental than anything, because some days I can live 300 pounds. Yeah. I can go in the next day and I can't lift 135.
Oh, it ain't like, I ain't going to be able to name 135 like that regularly, I don't think.
So it's like, why is this so heavy? But it's more mental than anything. Right. It's more mental than physical.
I think so I stopped lifting when I messed up my shoulder. I messed up my shoulder and I've always been scared to like lift, right? Mm-hmm. But I did find a love for just the running side of that exercise. I used to see me in the gym. Right. I would do my little, put my ankle weights on. I like my core cardio. Right. I like doing like more body stuff than I do like lifting.
But that's always been you anyway.
That's always been me, right? But I found that that's a different lane of exercise. Cause like, all right, if I look at my exercise method to yours, like that 165, I'm not gonna get. But that 165 may be me doing 50 ab pickups or with the weights, or me running 3 miles is pushing me at a certain time.
I'm not gonna do those ab pickups.
Yeah, but I mean, but still, I just want you to I want to acknowledge like that those achievements along the way before the goal is hit. Yeah. Because I remember doing my was it 5K I ran when I was at Kimberly and Clark then, and I didn't know what I was going for, but I knew what mileage I had to do. I had practiced, I had trained, and it wound up I lost to a baby in a wheelchair, and pretty much that's how it ended. But I still look back on comparing the numbers.
Right.
I got a medal for a reason. Like, it might not have been beating everybody in the pack, but me personally,
Right.
I beat the numbers I had set out to beat. I tackled a full-on, I would say a competition for myself to have an actual achievement for.
Right.
So I could take my pride with my goal, so I can.
Right.
I don't know. It's different,
So,
but I understand.
It's kind of the same because so for me, I had numbers in practice.
Yeah.
Or pre-workouts, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. But came the day of the competition, Bruce never told me a number.
So
That was the best way for me to not be in my head about anything. So it was best for us, not for him not to tell me what I had to lift at that time.
you're just going to do
Just
the work.
go in and do it.
Just go
Because
do it.
I'm telling you, it's more mental than anything. So if I knew I had to lift 350 pounds, I'm going to be in my head about it. Or
Yeah.
how I might not get this, I might get this. So my goal was to go up there and just lift whatever it was that was there.
Yeah.
So we kind of developed that throughout the competition.
And tell the people what you lifted now. Tell them what you lifted. You got a board for it. I want you to be
So like I said, my max weight was, I think it was 385. That was
Yeah.
my last competition.
That's crazy. That's deadlift.
That was deadlift. Squatting. Now I had an injury. I want to say about 2 years ago. I hurt my back, and I just didn't recover to actually squat again. I think my squat max was 335 at the time, 345. But it's a mental thing, and I just feel like I just can't go back to just squatting. Now I will do deadlift, but I can squat, but it's not heavy.
And that's a different kind of form it puts on your body that
yes.
changes. Yes.
Yeah. So the weight is more on your back, so you got to push weight up instead of pulling it up.
Yeah, on your thighs and everything. You got that extra. Okay, yeah.
So yeah. But even with squatting, I mean, that was my favorite, to be honest. But after I hurt my back, and I didn't hurt my back squatting, I hurt my back deadlifting, which is the one that I hated the most.
Right.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. When I did work out with weights, and again, this is still high school. I kind of, I do think you have to find some way to exercise. If it ain't weights, I think it's still positive as long as you're moving. It's worse to do nothing. And I would say anybody who's listening, if you find weights or something to do, you should find ways to exercise.
Right.
But I remember lifting 245s, and I got up to 245s and a 25. I don't know what that is, but that was my max on bench. And then I remember squatting 280, and that was it, I think. I don't think I ever accomplished anything over, I think 280 I didn't even get. Maybe it was 275.
But for your size, and then probably your size at the time.
Yeah, my squatting was almost double my weight.
Right, and that's good.
Because I was only 110 pounds.
For competition, that would be good.
Yeah, but not now. I don't think I could do it now. I think I'm still strong in how you keep yourself strong type of mentality, but I don't think I'm strong in can I
muscle-wise?
Nah.
I mean,
run-wise, yeah. I mean, I still do enough to where I exercise, but
muscle memory is a thing too, though.
Yeah, but grinding on the rail cars is different than lifted weights. I think I exercise differently now. Because we always exercise at work. Whether the guys look at it or not, I bust my workout at work now like exercise.
Right.
I'll bust, routines out for an arm workout or run that extra thing because I know I'm going to stay right here in this position doing this shit for 5 more minutes. And I know it's going to cause my triceps to get that extra pull in the back. And all right, now I got to switch hands. All right, I'm going to do it like this. And so I'll take advantage of my workflow as an exercise.
But you never know how strong you are till you get back in the gym with me.
I want to get that little thing and check it out and be I always look if I can be like the Hulk and just break it. I ain't gonna
but
break
it's just
shit.
now. So I had surgery December, and I was out for 6 to 8 weeks, and I've been trying to get back in the gym to get back. I went 3 times within the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get back in, and it's hard. It's hard mentally. And
Well,
then going
you gotta
through
be in
this
it,
with,
though. You
I
in it,
mean,
you
I'm
in the
in it,
environment, so it's a little easier.
right?
Some people like.
Well, technically, it's not as easy as you think.
Well, I'm saying like, for me, it's harder to go to the gym because the gym, you have to manage the ego in the gym, especially being a small guy, right? I still, you're a bigger dude. You walk on pride more so. I feel like in the gym.
But your pride can be also
Your downfall.
your
That fuck you up, right?
downfall.
And that's what will come get me, and that's what got me before. So it's like,
Because that ego you can put a lot of weight on there and that you think
yeah.
you gonna lift and cause you an injury.
I injured it doing a set of 35 plates. That's what 115 I think it is or something like that. And I was doing a lot of reps. I wasn't even doing heavy weights. I had a routine that was just a ton of shoulders, a ton of like arm and stuff, but it was just so light. It was more of a tone up because I ain't gonna lie, I was always scared to put that weight over my face or I ain't for real.
Well, if you don't have a spotter, you should be.
I didn't have no spotters.
see, yeah.
I was in the gym with those little where it's like probably like 95 pounds instead of 115. That little machine assist where you can just curl it and lock it. I was doing everything by myself.
Oh, Smith machine, yeah. But yeah,
You can get hurt too. That's
you
where
can get
worry
hurt.
is.
You can get hurt.
That's great. That's where I think it's great where y'all come into play at the gym with Coach Carter. He specifically looks out for what we're working on to manage those things.
Right.
He'll call you out. Y'all guys, even with what you're talking about with managing your weights and all. It's a particular thing you got to observe. Crystal runs with me. Oh man, but she gets shin splints. So now we working on the shin
better
splint.
shoes.
We're gonna get better shoes. We're gonna do different stretches. We're gonna try to, do whatever to try and. Because I don't mind running at a different pace.
Right.
I don't mind. It's the time I'm spending with her. But I don't want her to be in pain.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing that she's out there running with you.
Oh, she is. We went today instead of running. We done a 1.5 mile walk with the dogs and the whole family and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
So we try to.
Yeah, that's like because when me and Bruce work out together, we have fun.
Yeah, you got to do it together. If you in a part we may not go to the gym, but we still find the
sometimes
exercise.
I do want to quit.
Her too?
Sometimes I do
Me
want to
too,
quit. I'm like,
shit.
Sir, today I should have stayed home. I knew I should have stayed home.
But it's routine.
But I love it. I love when we do work out together. I love it. I love it.
So
I wouldn't trade it.
What's the I would say what's the best advice for your body that he's given you? Like whether it's working out, whether it's intake of nutrition, what do you think contributed to this workout stuff? The best advice he's given you, or the best advice he gives at the gym for people.
Well, I'm gonna say for me, I can say he looks out for form wise. Best advice: eat more. I don't eat. Yeah. That's a big issue for me. I eat I don't eat much.
Small portions.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. He get on me about eating.
Yeah, they say
because for one, I powerlift, so therefore I don't have enough. I'm not fueling myself to actually do my full potential.
Yeah.
So, and I know it, and I just can't.
I'm the same way. I don't eat, but I also just found out that I apparently am moderately to severe depressed with anxiety. And I don't know that. I don't even know what anxiety means in reality. I know what Adderall and ADHD is. I've looked up enough and know enough about that, but apparently I still dive in other areas that affect my nutritional intake. But
as much as I want to eat, when I look at food, to me, food overwhelms me a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'll be hungry.
I ain't hungry like that.
And
I don't see it.
I'll get some food.
It's just us moving. No. I'm sorry.
I'll get some food, and then I'm like, instantly like, you know what, this is a lot. Mm-hmm. And then I won't eat.
But I think that I do stand on the belief that it's extreme. Our daddy used to tell it, you ain't gonna do nothing but shit it out. God damn it, what you eating for, right? And now
what you eat is what you shit.
You eat is what you shit. But I do believe we need energy and sources of intake that we're supposed to process. And all the fasting ideas or whatnot, I just try to eat at least, I might snack throughout the day, But I'm going to eat one meal.
Right.
And it's going to be a healthy meal that gives me some carbs, gives me some protein, some greens or whatever type, I'm missing or whatnot. But some days I might not eat for a day and a half and fast for 24 hours.
I'm such a picky eater, super picky. And I think they get on his nerves as well because I'm real picky about what I'm eating.
What you mean?
I mean, I'm not a bad eater, but I'm just a picky eater. I don't eat a lot of vegetables. That's another thing. I'll eat some. There's some that I'm gonna eat, but I'm not a big vegetable eater.
Yeah.
I'll eat meat. I'll eat a lot of meat, but I won't
there's
eat
that
a lot
carnivore diet.
So yeah.
I don't know. I still trying to learn how to cook, so it ain't
I would
changed.
rather. Well, let me change that. I don't like cooked vegetables. I would rather blend them or
throw them in something,
in a
saute.
juicer.
Yeah.
But I don't like.
Juicer.
Yeah.
What's a juicer?
Juice. Like
Oh, it makes a milkshake.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll throw them in like a shake or something, but I don't like my vegetables cooked.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't mind as long as it's what I like. I ain't fucking with no damn what is that, white broccoli?
Cauliflower.
I ain't fucking with none of that. I like fried okra. But I don't like it like what do they just it looks like green beans or whatever. I'm good on that. That slimy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can have all
I'm trying to think what other vegetables there is that I don't eat. I'll eat some green beans.
No, I'll eat green beans. I'll green bean you to death if
I
that's
won't
the
eat
case.
asparagus. I ain't fucking with
I
asparagus.
have tried asparagus.
I ain't fucking with no asparagus.
I have tried asparagus. I'll try some stuff, but I'm just not gonna eat it. I'll try some stuff, but I'm not big. I'm just really not big on veggies.
Yeah. Well, if you like meat, shit, that's fine too. I tell you what, we're gonna start looking at going to buy our meat from wholesale instead of at the actual
Grocery store.
I think that I don't know how it works yet officially. We done read into it, and it ain't really. How do I say it? It ain't really better in price, but it's like you getting straight from the animal.
All right.
You know what I mean? And you get to chew. I don't fucking know, but you got grass
fed,
grain fed, and then you got, but they're in they're in a pasture. They ain't in them damn whatever. All that EPA shit they be talking about. But then you got grass fed, and you get so that changes the price of what you get.
Right.
But shit, if we talking about for steaks, chuck roasts, these meal planning type of stuff, oh man, that's what I've been thinking about. I don't plan. I just think I need to eat more protein and we need stuff. And we eat so much steaks and shit out, spending $25 for a steak.
I agree.
It's like, come on, man.
You might as well spend it and grill it yourself, right?
Yeah, might as well buy the bulk and
and then it might not taste good when you're going out to get it.
Might not. Yeah, that's very true too.
So that's money wasted.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel like a lot of stuff, a lot of restaurants.
I'm
go out and waste money.
I'm talking about wasting money. We're gonna waste some time here on this and do a segment that I like to do with the Instagram. I gotta set it up first, so bear with me. We're gonna have some fun. This ain't even tailored to comedy, but I'm gonna pull up some Instagram reels.
Oh Lord.
I've got to set it back up to the TV real quick. It'll take us off from there. It should.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. So it's still not showing right though. That's the iPad. I don't want the iPad. I want the studio TV. And now I gotta double check that since I hit the wrong button.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. I'm sure it's still recording. Nope. See, that's what gets me though. Sometimes I have to trial and error all what works, and I knew once I clicked on it and got off, it was gonna cut it off. Cause then I'd get up and I'd be lost that whole footage right there. I'd be pissed off after this shit. Oh yeah, I done had some episodes where I've recorded them, and I felt like this was fun, and it turns out to be.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. You monster!
Hey you.
Color, certified CEO gingerbread. What is it?
That dust bag right here. I like that.
Oh, baby, it's hot.
Yeah, we here.
Got the smoothest zipper. Them joints be smooth. I swear by these zippers, boy. You don't have no you know what I'm saying? It's smooth, man.
Daddy got that big air, a friend, her mommy home, oh, the family.
Or like I had a lady on here a couple of weeks ago where I had these two set up. We had a great time. The main camera I have to use because those didn't turn out like clear enough.
Wow.
And I don't want to like dismiss either one of us. 'Cause
Right.
we both were blurry. It just didn't work like I wanted it to. But Control Command 5. Command 5. Shift Control 5. Shift Command 5. There it is. I'm getting better. See, that took only 4 different tries. All right. Shout out to More Than the Masters 2, man, for having Sheriff Gino on. That was I'm looking forward to watching that one. Y'all know Maine. You know Maine, Chandra.
Yeah, I know. I think I know of him. I think Bruce. Bruce was on his show once before too.
Okay, this is recorded. Let me get here. Let me get her. Saved. Now, these is hey, some of this shit is fitness related, all right? So I'm gonna have us a little beat. I'm gonna make us a little beat and have our little fun with it, okay? And okay, let's see what I do. All right, you can still hear me good in yours? Still good?
Yeah.
All right. I don't like that. I'll move it if need be. So, all right, I don't know. Which one you want to start with? There's only 6. These are all fitness related. Some of them are exercisable. Some of them are just like me talking crazy about it. Some of them we don't have to do. I don't think I only want to do
Let's go
these
to
two.
undo hip tightness.
I'll do hip tightness. Hold on 1 second. These are exercises.
Mm-hmm.
Why we end our Wednesday mobility session and unlock 60 seconds in a couch stretch to lengthen.
Can you do that? I can't do that.
I can do some of that.
I ain't doing that. Not all the way. Hell no.
It's that's some of the beginning stretches.
Oh, what y'all?
A lot of beginning stretches. Bruce used some of those for his players as well.
See, I be trying
Not
to.
all of them, but you know.
I ain't got no hips, so it don't matter.
Yeah, listen. Those stretches feel good when you have like that sciatica.
Yeah, but look at this though. Is that even real? Huh?
It's what real?
Them abs.
Yes.
Did you see that? I've been doing this shit my whole life and ain't got that. I mean, I got that, but I don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
You probably ain't worked out like she worked out either.
Shit, core-wise? Come on now, I'll put it in. See how defined she is, though?
But some of it can be genetics, too.
That's true. That's true.
Genetics
But then you got, like,
genetics play a part.
Jet Li wife.
Yeah, I don't
Look at
know
that.
any of that.
Golly, she ain't even sweating on her forehead. She's just sweating on her gut. You see, there's no sweat on the forehead. Her hair is dry. That's retarded.
That's a lot of core strength. Oh, that's major core strength.
I'm not dry, none of that. All right,
Look
I
at
can't
the
go to
lady
the
at
other
the
ones. Them titties I was watching. I saw them titties up there. You saw them titties? I saw them titties. Let me get away from this real quick. Let me get away from this. 1 second. Let me scroll to find something. I know there's another fitness fail somewhere. Or I'll do some fails, not necessarily all fitness, but...
Strange things you see in the damn gym.
Where you see that at?
No, I'm just saying.
Strange. Oh, we will see. We're gonna see a bunch of creeps on there if I look at that. Strange things.
Go back to that one. Go back to safety first.
Safety first.
There you go, right there.
Oh, this is powerlifting.
No, that's power cleans.
That's a power clean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think this is a what you call a reel too. No, it might not be. They shut that motherfucker off. They was like, nah, too graphic.
Yeah.
That's kind of
You know,
cool.
when
They do that.
even when you powerlifting, I've seen somebody bicep tear and they roll up.
Pops, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Look at that.
You never know what you're gonna see in competitions though. Especially when them guys be lifting like 800 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've watched in the Olympics they have a bunch of different weightlifting stuff. I think this is.
But they do more power cleans in the Olympics.
Well, there's a show that's called like The Strongest Man. You ever seen that? That's
Like
not
they do them
Olympics.
strong man competitions
I guess I don't know if it's
where
like
they move like trucks and all
rocks,
kind of
all
stuff.
sorts
Yeah,
of big ass
yeah.
boulders and shit.
So that's more of the strong man competition.
Yeah, those so they are different. They might not be power lifters.
No, they might not be power, but they lifting some stuff.
Yeah, it's the same shit over at it. I thought I have some. There's like a reel of it. It'll take me all the way back to the top. Okay, let's just look some what could have been. Let's do some fucked up shit.
There you go, right there. All the way, yep, right there.
You seen that belly hit?
Now why? Just why?
Face full of nuts. Just dumb shit. Oh, he broke his leg.
Oh, you gotta move.
Oh, I forgot all about these. He passed out.
And he passed out.
He
Gotta
passed
breathe.
out.
Did he pass out taking a picture?
He should be passing out. Damn. So you say breathe now. Let me pause this. You say breathe. What do you mean? If you're going in those moments of powerlifting and you're like you're ready to go, right? Like in my mind, I'm going ready to go. I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna exhale, inhale, and then I'm gonna push out as I pick up. But do you still have to try and breathe in that moment
You
as
still
well?
have to breathe because if you don't, you will pass out.
So that one couple breaths you do deep ain't enough. You got to get that extra bit as you picking up.
So you want to get that extra breath going up.
Yeah.
So it's like when you grab your weight, you're gonna pick up, but you gotta exhale, so you still gotta breathe.
You can't just hold it.
You can't hold it.
That'll take you out.
Yeah.
Damn.
You will pass out.
Damn. I got some fucked up shit on here now. Some of them.
You
I just don't
definitely
know what's
pass out
where.
if you don't breathe. That's in everything though.
Yeah. Well, I just didn't know in the action of like that field of like powerlifting, especially on stage, if there was like a process of how you breathe and if that played a role. Because
Yeah.
I know I've seen a lot of powerlifting shows where they pass out.
You forget to breathe because you're
That's what
so
it's
focused
about.
on
Pulling.
picking up the weight,
Yeah.
you forget to breathe.
Damn. I passed out in the toilet before. I have, dead ass. Hey, look, I was at my mama's daycare. It was summer camp. I had to get out the pool because they was sprayed I was gonna piss or shit in the pool because I didn't want to get out, right? Because I done peed in the pool before. And then I got in the bathroom and I was just trying to get done. And next thing you know, I woke up on the floor. And I went back out to the pool. But yeah. That's a different
Yeah,
look.
your mama hit me up on my birthday. She said she just figuring out that we had the same birthday.
I've been told her. Yeah, shout out to mom, man. She
Love her to death.
She got hurt. She got hurt. She fell off. Got all messed up leg and shit. And she has to exercise though. That's what I tell her.
Yeah. Oh, but he got up though.
Hey,
I don't understand why people do crazy shit.
yo, that was like this one reminds me of like it feels prepared, but he's so confident with it. That's why it feels that
Right.
way. He don't reach for that neck at all, but it's like I don't know if you ever failed on your neck like that or like had to act, but I have, and you feel it, but it's like a slinky.
He gonna feel it tomorrow.
Oh, he gonna feel it tomorrow. Yeah. Now this is why they put guards at work. She lucky.
He lucky. Real
She
lucky.
lucky. I started this podcast after where we worked together at, right? And I have found more of these videos of machine type of accidents, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm kind of glad I worked somewhere that has safeguards.
Yeah.
I will say that, because I go back to now to the railroad, and it's not the same. I mean, it's still safe. They're lenient. They're different environment than what it used to be, but it's still not as safe as what we work at. Oh.
So did you not see that though?
Nope. I didn't see it neither the first time I watched. You saw it?
Yeah, you can see it right there.
I did.
Maybe.
I wasn't paying no attention to him. I was looking at the lights. Let's see. I'm trying to find
Maybe it was too
good
dark.
ones.
Well, I don't know.
Here's some work one. Here's a work one.
That's freak accident though.
That is. But he still walked away from it clean free.
That's just something that exploded, like
That-
right there walking past.
That shit popped his ass right in the face and knocked him down.
I would have stayed right down there on that floor. Somebody would have to compete me up. Yes.
Bad accidents.
Cause of this fool right here walking across the street.
Yeah, that's all it was about. The dude, he didn't have no consideration to it, yeah. All right.
Yeah, this
Oh, he survived that.
you deserve to die.
But I bet you them titties hurt skid up, right? I bet you them titties is skid up. Like, look at that. Ass
whole-
cheek, here it go. Wait till he turns
That
around.
whole hip,
He caught that last bit. I know that titty skipped up.
them hips, the hip messed up.
Now, let's do a little different fun then. Let's try to, I'll do something different. All right, I want to play a game with you.
Oh Lord.
All right.
What's the game?
It's called Think to Sink. All right. All it is a topic. And I'm going to give you a few too so that you can pick some topics. All right. So you can choose. All right. So it's just pretty much we have these topics at top, right? If you look at it. And then it has these phrases. After the phrases, we're kind of do 1, 2, 3 or whichever. And we're going to try and talk at the same time and say the same thing for each one. Does that make sense? Like mine right here is in the jungle, a jungle animal. I would say like a leopard,
Okay.
right? Or if you would probably say a frog, or then we got to go parakeet. You know, we can make our way to try and get to the same one. The next one would be a jungle movie. Like that would be Jungle Book, right? Same one, we would get that off the bat. A jungle bird, I would do parakeet, like I said. So that's just, it doesn't have to be, some people do, like I've seen on podcasts where they use this method and they do the same thing over and over till they get that one. If we get one, we get one. If we don't, we move on from it. Yeah, I'll be trying to keep these motherfuckers out of here. I need to put that bitch in there.
Can I put this on?
Yeah. Okay, I done that one before. You want? I'm gonna start with this. Let's start with this. This is an easy one. This is opposites. Okay, the opposite of happy is sad, right? Opposite of sick,
Well.
health. See, I'm a little different. You know what I'm saying? Opposite of poor, rich. Opposite of crazy, smart.
Sane.
See, I say smart. You know what I'm saying? It's dumb folks crazy, but they still smart crazy. You know what I mean? All right. So European cities. This is hard for me. Do you know any European cities? I don't know none of these.
I want to skip that.
All right, good. Because I was. All right.
I mean, yeah.
I said, okay, let's just have trivia part to it then. A city in Germany. Gubeglaben. Joshua. I don't know none. I can talk kind of like, I try to. A good day to want to ding in. Nope, that ain't nothing.
That ain't it.
Eisenhower. Huh?
No.
I don't know. I don't know any
I can't
cities,
think,
right?
No, I can't think of it.
A city in Italy. I thought Italy was a fucking city. Because it's Paris, Italy. So I thought, Paris. Is that a city?
In Italy.
I thought Paris was the country the whole time and Italy was the city.
No, it's Paris, France.
So parents say the city.
France.
So Italy is what? So but it says a city in France. That would be France. So
Paris.
Italy ain't Paris. Damn, I was wrong. Y'all got I'm dumb. So a city in Italy. Now I got to look up a city in Italy. Italy. So Italy's not in the place I think it is. Florence, Bulgaria, Rome. That says Bologna.
That is Bologna.
That says Bologna, Italy. That says Bologna, Italy. Does it not? They got to pronounce it differently.
It's pronounced different.
Damn, so that's crazy. That I always thought, okay.
Why I couldn't think of Milan?
I didn't know none of these. I literally thought Paris, Italy. I knew France, but I thought France was, you know how like right now I'm in North Augusta, but I'm in Aiken County, but I'm in South Carolina.
No.
I thought it was Paris, Italy, then France, right? That's what I thought.
It's okay.
All right, you do one. You pick one you want to do. See if we can.
Let's see here.
You like the beat, huh? I should have had it on from the jump, and that was my bad. But I didn't want to ruin our.
Okay, a late night talk show host.
All right.
Letterman.
I was slipping.
Oh shit.
I would have said Charlemagne. Charlemagne is now a late night talk show host.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
A radio show host.
Ricky Smiley in the morning.
Okay.
Well, I went too quick. Fuck. See, I'm jumping the gun now that I don't got the card. All right. I'm sorry. Just do 1, 2, 3. We'll do it. Yeah.
Let's see here. A Clark. Okay, movie actors. Clark.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Kent.
I don't know.
Clark Kent is
Superman.
Yeah, that's the only Clark I know. Clark Taylor.
Who was that?
But that's just a dude at work, but he ain't nobody, so I wouldn't have said him. Right?
Okay, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Those are easy.
Chris.
Rock.
I wouldn't say it right. I would have said Hemsworth.
Hemsworth? Oh, you thinking that big ass white man. That's what you thinking about.
Oh, hush.
Bring all the milkshake to the yard. Damn right. That's a thick ass bod.
Let's see here.
I got dogs on deck if you want to do dogs.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Something a dog plays with.
A bone.
A bone. A breed of dog known to be aggressive.
Pit.
Don't take that, man. That's fucked up. They ain't aggressive.
That's what that's known to be
We
aggressive.
ain't sitting that tally.
Well, you said known to be.
We're going to say Great Dane.
Chihuahuas.
Yeah, Chihuahua.
They are aggressive.
Yeah. Tell my mom pit like that.
I mean,
Fuck that pit.
said known to be.
They ain't known to be in my
They're
house.
not really known to be.
They ain't really known
They're
to be.
not
They
really
just
known to
are
be.
aggressive at times. That's the thing about it. You see, if you go to other countries, they will promote a chow. You know what a chow is, right? And then you got an Akita. They are promoted for aggression.
Yes. My dad had 3 of them.
They're pretty.
They
pretty.
But Snoop will be on
And
your
then
ass.
I think.
If anybody lived in Ferriton knew about Snoop.
What is it? A Sharpei?
Sharpei.
I think they were aggressive, like as like German Shepherds are protective or whatnot. Yeah. You got one? Go ahead. What you got? Are you feeling the beat, huh? You like that added in?
Things you catch. Something you catch to eat. Fish.
Well, I was gonna say coochie.
Fish.
That's a good pickup line, fellas. I want to catch something tonight. You with that? What you mean, man? I want to catch your coochie.
Catch coochie.
Catch coochie.
I don't think you want to catch coochie.
Yeah, you want to catch it in your mouth if you. That's some men do. I like that. You know.
I don't think you want to catch coochie.
You don't want to catch the STD in the coochie.
You don't want to. You don't want to do that.
No, gingivitis in the mouth. And now wait. Shout out to HV.
Stupid.
That's a joke. Is.
Something you can catch to take a ride on. Cab.
Oh, a horse.
Yeah, I mean, I would have said cab, but
I ain't never took no cab.
Something you don't want to catch.
Herpes, STDs, gonorrhea, onomatopoeia, a smartphone, a bunch of shit I don't want to catch.
Say something you don't want to catch.
No.
Something
light
you
check.
catch during a game.
These
Ball.
hands. Well, somebody's gonna say that
Okay.
at a game. Right? Am I wrong? I mean, there's usually tension.
I mean, there's tension, but
I was going
normally,
off. Yeah, normally it's the ball.
normally
Yeah, I
it's the
got you.
ball,
I
you
got
know.
you.
you know
me, I gotta be
football,
difficult.
baseball,
I gotta be difficult.
golf ball, shit.
So, all right.
Somebody
so,
might take a golf ball to the face.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah,
never know.
that's happened. I remember we used to get close as we could when we played golf because we didn't have no etiquette. I still don't have no etiquette on a golf course. But if I see someone ahead of me, I'll judge it a little early.
It would do it.
I ain't that good, y'all. I ain't that good. Then try my damnedest to hit that bitch right there in their head or right there in their circle. 4! Hold up, man. I didn't mean that.
Jesus.
And them old people looking at us waiting. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I got one more. It says the human body.
Oh, shit.
Part of a foot.
All right, toe. Yeah, toe.
Part of your ear.
Lobe.
Uh-oh,
There you
look
go.
at there.
Yeah.
Part of your nose.
Stroll.
Nostril. You said a straw. Hell, it's a straw.
That part there.
An extremity.
I dig.
Arm. Jesus be offense.
Hey, you know, she already know, y'all. Yeah, she already know how it is.
I already know
Yeah.
what it is.
You now, when it comes to the lady side of this, I do have some questions later I'm gonna bring up and like get your opinion on. We still got some time. We about at 40 minutes, but I'm gonna cut about 10 of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that a lot of oh sorry, I'm about to switch this. I know that a lot of issues you've known of mine over the time. I believe you've seen the growth in me, even
Absolutely.
just from the 5 years you've known me. But you've also been able to manage and help me manage a certain part of my life within those 5 years. Most people don't realize that. I am. Devin Burke's been on here before. Shout out to him. He's a big part of where I am today as well. I feel like you are one of those pillars for me at that point in my life. I don't think emotionally I would have got as further as I did of realizing what I could be and who I could find and those type of struggles that men have with relationships. I really appreciate you being there for me because I don't know if it would have been the same outcome if I didn't have you there because no one else really would deal with the bullshit, so to speak.
Yes, that
'Cause
part.
I can be emotional. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate you for that. I really do. And I've wanted you on this sucker for a while.
Yeah.
But, you know, that ain't
And
up
we've
to
been
me.
friends for a while. And even if, you know, I didn't think we would be as close as we are now.
Yeah.
When we first started talking, when we first started working together, it was just, you know, I guess we just clicked.
Yeah,
To be
just
honest,
clicked.
we just clicked. To be honest,
I think it was more about, like, I know we connected through Inky.
yeah,
That was the connection that brought us more of like
Right.
conversational stuff. Because then I found out you knew about the high rollers, and then we just started connecting. But I think my work ethic showed you too how I was and how we were working together.
Right.
That respect we built on the floor contributed a lot to us getting to know each other more.
absolutely.
But it's still, there's so many people that I've met doing this and like throughout this growth up here in Augusta since I moved up here in 2009. But I just like to applaud that and have that included when it is important people on here that play such a role in my life. Because I ain't gonna be here right here doing this, and I want you to
Right.
feel that same appreciation.
Well,
'cause
thank you. Thank
you know,
you.
it's
You
'cause
know,
of you.
I'm always here. I'm here. Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And whether you want to hear it or not. And that was it. I think that was more of how we connected as well, because
And I'm glad
I
you
gave
say that.
you the God honest truth.
Yeah, and see, and I think that a lot of men that deal with questions or emotional, trying to build emotional stability in a relationship or in parenting, there's a lot of different problems I brought to Chandra's attention. Don't get me wrong, but that was, I think a lot of men go through that. I think a lot of men struggle in certain ways, but the honesty was able for me to still be myself too.
Right.
I was able to be honest with those situations and not like hold back of like how it really made me feel.
Right.
You might not saw all the like actual feelings, but you heard it in truth
Right.
still. And that return of truth helped me out seeing shit differently. And I had to learn my own lessons the hard way in some of it, but the honesty is the most important thing.
But the same thing you're saying now is what brought Bruce to me, or what brought me to Bruce, or how you know.
Yeah.
So when we first got together, he said that was his biggest thing for him to feel himself around me.
Yeah.
So
It's
he could be himself.
That's like, you know, I feel like this is the longest relationship I've had now. And I feel like you go in waves,
Right.
where you do have these times where you're trying to figure out what each other needs. You're trying to figure out where you're growing, how you're growing with or without. Right. But that is important. Right. And in saying that, I know that I'm going to have to cut it off to do it, ain't I? It ain't going to do it. But I do have these questions, and I bring that up because it is about being honest and being yourself. Mm-hmm. Give me the dates. 1 second. Start off. What do you think it's okay for men to have a tone? Not generalizing in a fight. Not just saying worked up and having a tone. You've seen me in a tone at work, and me express stuff, and I'm relating it to that more than I am an aggressive like perception.
Right.
Do you think it's okay for us to have that voice, a tone?
Absolutely. Why not? You have a right to express how you feel. You have a right to your feelings, basically. Yeah. So we can agree to disagree. I may not agree with everything or how you feel, but that don't mean your feelings are not valid. Right.
So if you think it is fair for us to have it in ways of like trying to let it out, because I do agree.
I mean, there are different ways. It depends on how are you letting them out.
Yeah.
So it has to be in a positive way, of course. So, you know, there has to be ways of, depends on who you're talking to, I guess. Or how do I want to explain this? If I'm explaining this right, I feel like it should be a positive way. There's not like you said, an aggressive way. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, I think there's a wrong way to do it.
There's a wrong way to express your feeling. Express the tone.
It's asking for help in an aggressive manner without knowing you're asking for help.
So just like it's
inappropriate.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
It goes back to that. So I think it should be.
No, you good. I'm just waiting for when I'm gonna get ready for the next one. Make sure I'm on cue.
Men should have a tone.
Because I think it's a fair assessment that, as a general, men have tones.
Right.
Men have a tone they use with the kids, with authority, with enforcement, with jobs, yada yada. Right. And I think it does roll over in a lot of relationships. Mm-hmm. I don't want to predicate it just on like knocking a man and getting angry, but I think as a whole we have a tone that if a lot of dudes I feel like hold back their input because they don't want to get that tone out or they
but
get
that's where you have
back.
To have self. You got to know yourself.
You got to check yourself too sometimes.
Sometimes, like I know me. Sometimes you have to step back, relax, chill, and then maybe address the situation.
Now, this question is weird, but it comes to that because you can't have your cake and eat it too in these scenarios. But what does have your cake and eat it too mean to you? It doesn't have to mean in this scenario. I just wanted to point that out, that in that scenario, you got to be vulnerable to like, all right, I'm going to express it, but it's got to be the right way and be received, or it's going to be like you can't have both ends of that. But in that term, cake and eat it too, what do you think that means to you?
So having your cake and eat it too, when you tell, and I think everybody has this issue at some point in time in their life when they're trying to learn how to communicate.
Yeah.
So you can't communicate and then want to shut down when it's your turn to communicate.
Yeah.
So I think that's like having your cake and eat it too. You can't have it both ways. You can't shut down when, say, you have an issue with me.
Yeah.
But I've been saying to you, you need to communicate. You need to communicate. But then when I need to communicate with you, then I shut down.
Yeah. Can't do that. I ain't gonna say that's not what is it?
I think that's kind of an example. Would that be a good example?
It's a good example. I think that's what they would say is like I don't think that's gaslighting, is it? As a whole, how you explain it.
I don't think it's gaslighting.
I don't think that is. But you
can't
give that and then expect not to involve yourself too. I hear what you're saying.
It's not basically not following your own advice.
Right. You're just calling the kettle black just to call it black rather than do the work. Right.
And I've been known to do this
Well, we all do.
I know, like I
call the
said,
kettle
we
black
all.
shit. We are all
'cause
hypocrites.
I would shut down too. Like,
Yeah.
I would, but I know I would be like so upset that I would like just want to just let me.
Yeah.
And then, but for me, I would want him to talk to me,
Yeah.
but I'm not talking to him.
Yeah.
So.
But we all have our
we have our
hypocritical
own.
ways. We all
Yeah,
got
you
it.
learn yourself.
Yeah.
And then it was like this is something we've worked on and had to work on. For our relationship to be where it is now.
Yeah. So now this question is from women to men as a general. What is some healthy improvements men could make? The men, and it can be just based on like the men you know, or just advice for just men in general.
Men in general. Lord.
See, I'm trying to put the ladies on the spot so that we. And I'm not trying to ask it like in a harsh way where it comes off.
Everybody's experience is different though.
But that's the important thing for me is like I was so blessed to have you in my life where I could be emotional and passionate about certain situations.
Right.
And you didn't look at me like this motherfucker crazy.
No.
Maybe you did,
No.
but you heard the totality of what was bothering me.
I had no judgment.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
But some women take that and run with that tone thing. Like I couldn't do that regularly clearly with the partner that we're talking about.
Right.
But and those moments, but for me have always been a struggle.
Right.
And even in work environments where you've seen me in certain situations at work, my tone gets me in trouble.
Yes.
It's and it is what I say too.
Right.
It is what I say,
Yeah.
but I do think a lot of men I hear and talk to
Because
out and about.
to me, it was more of what you said and not how you said it.
Sometimes
but,
motherfuckers need to hear it too, though.
But exactly. But you still have a right to your feelings, and that goes back to what we said before. Your feelings are not invalid. They
No.
are valid.
I don't
It's
think they
just
are.
that they don't. Two parties didn't agree.
Yeah. The moment, look, let's talk about it. Because I don't know, the Rick still work there?
Yes.
Can I talk about that situation? I can, technically, as long as you preach, watch how you talk.
I wouldn't.
We're deep
I
in
wouldn't
it.
name names.
Right, okay,
I wouldn't
so-
name names.
so I was-
We gonna. Yeah.
I'll just keep it brief where I'm speaking and just making sure I'm on the right.
Yeah.
It was a month, 2 months. No, how long? I don't know, a year in. No, because we didn't move.
No, we didn't move because we started on what?
8.
8.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then we moved.
So I would say 6 months. I wasn't even there 6, 7. I don't think we was even there 6 months on there. So it was maybe a couple months. And I ain't gonna say this guy he was definitely controlling. And it's his way or the highway type of mentality. And that shit would get to me at times. But there was one day where I let that motherfucker have it. Right? And it's like and he is old enough to where his approach, I guess I would say, is I'm your dad.
It's more of a
parenting.
To me, parenting.
It's a parenting
yeah.
shit. It's
yeah.
like,
but
it's
at
not
the end of the day, we are
We all
all
grown,
grown.
motherfucker. So like, tell me what you want me to do, bitch, and let's do it. Like, I was ready to lose my job with that motherfucker, and I did the right thing by stepping away, and like, I didn't give a fuck about what he thought, but we still got the job done.
Right.
We still moved past on it, but yeah, I don't give a fuck if it comes down to it. I will let it rip.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like and I left on in my mind great terms because I continued no matter what crew I was on, what place we were at working.
Right.
I still contributed no matter about my mouth.
Right.
And you couldn't deny that.
The work was still.
Yeah, you couldn't deny
It was
that.
still the dream team, to be honest.
I honestly don't think they
But I
could.
feel like that's the same thing in households. You're gonna have issues in your household, but at the end of the day, the job is getting done.
Mm-hmm. I ain't trying to run. Keep talking.
Yeah, the job is getting done at the end of the day. So you're gonna have arguments, and that our workplace we spent a lot of time there. So of course, there was gonna be times that everybody is not feeling each other every day.
Yep, and we didn't either.
And we didn't.
Look, I had one dude so filled up with drugs he wouldn't even work unless he had them. Let me shut up. That's too far. It's the end of the episode, so ain't nobody gonna make it there yet. That's the good part about this early stage is I try to work on the average time of like how people watch it and some people might. Like I got a couple guys that are podcasters that might watch the whole episode, but I don't have to worry about the end really. I mean, not yet. Until I start seeing people really watching the whole motherfucker
Right.
regularly, I ain't gotta worry about it. But I still want to monitor so you don't get in trouble. But He don't work there neither, so it don't fucking matter.
Really? Oh.
What? Yeah, been gone. Chris been gone. Chris has been on.
You did tell me that. You did tell me that.
Yeah. Shit, a couple years. He got let go, I think, right after I did. At least like 6-7 months. It was under a year.
They had moved him.
Because I told him to come out there with me if he wanted to work. These jobs, and that's the other thing too, fellas, and young men, that if you are watching, don't be scared to do some work. You could find good money still in physical trade. It don't have to be at these fucking plants. And you don't have to stay at these physical jobs forever neither. Make you a plan of what you want to learn.
See, that's what I told my daughter, because my daughter's out there now. And
take what you want from it and
take
find
what you
something.
want from it, and you do not have. This is not
people,
is not your ending point.
But some people it is, and that's cool.
And that's cool if
that's
they,
cool.
you know,
if you fit that bill. But some people
just
ain't.
like me. I'm not planning for it to be my ending point either. So,
well, I do.
So
think,
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a blessing to have it.
Yeah.
But it's not my ending point.
But it's also, I can say this. I don't expect you to acknowledge or agree to it, but it's also one of the only availabilities that offer what they offer. Like, I have a great job that offers me great money, but my environment is like from like the 1980s. Like, my locker room smells of fucking shit and piss and is not clean, and not to like knock my shit, but it is just a different environment.
Right.
So they are what they offer of the idea of a workplace. It is something that not many can. So it's one of those where you damn if you do, damn if you don't kind of situations. Yeah. But I ain't gonna harp on the thing. I appreciate you coming on with me. I wish I could have made you laugh more. I thought I had some good work stuff. I couldn't find the one I was thinking about, and we'll do it.
We laugh off camera all the time.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again anyway.
But
because I want to have a pair. I want to continue this with Bruce one day, and you come on with some apparel to put out for promotional.
And I'll have that next time.
And
basically, it's gonna probably be a minute because we putting more time and focus into this gym.
Yep.
So once we're where we need to be, I'm gonna focus on my clothes.
Well, all things.
But I do have some stuff still available if anybody wants to,
Do you know your size?
check out.
You know your sizes you got available offhand for them?
I don't. It's not many because I've sold out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just whatever I have left.
And that'll be available on the website.
Yeah.
It shows that. All right, tell them. I didn't even cut you off. Tell them the website.
Cut.
Well, what is it? It's on Instagram, right?
Yeah, it's on Instagram. Just follow TFSA Activewear, and it's on Instagram and also Facebook.
Yeah, I got my bras. Over there. I got my titties on. Yeah.
So this is the logo. If y'all could see on camera, this is the logo.
Move the mic this way.
Oh,
it's gonna be out. Or is that on? Is that got a red light still?
No.
No, face the main one then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's the logo.
So this is the logo, and you can check out Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, Facebook, and y'all check them out too. This is not a connection to the gym, all right? This is the brand of the clothing, all right?
Correct.
So don't get those confused. The gym itself, and the gym is called TRAINFIT Strength and Athletics.
TRAINFIT Strength and Athletics Performance Center.
Performance Center.
Yes.
And it is at 415 Laney Walker Boulevard Extension, right? That is off 520. Don't get it confused. It is Augusta, Georgia, 30901. If you are an athlete watching or a father who's got kids that want to get more active in zoning in their athletic abilities or zone in on track or football, basketball agilities, these types of things they focus on. They can continue to develop young kids all over Augusta. I don't remember a lot. I'm not a sports guy, y'all, but Bruce was telling me some of these categories of athletes that you guys had in there already.
We have Josie's basketball team. That's the girls' basketball team. Let me correct that. Josie's girls' basketball team is training with Bruce at now, and also we have like a lot of athletes that come from different schools.
He was telling me about that's what I was trying to remember. He was telling me when I pulled up to start working on the shutdown, he was talking about their schools individuals was D something or I don't know classes, but there are athletes there that are putting in the work is what I'm saying.
Yes.
These are committed young kids that are wanting to improve their athletic abilities. you should too if you want to. Check them out.
And also, if you just want to come work out, work on your physical self, if you want to come, if you want to get your health, your fitness back on track, we can come get a membership as well. Our membership start off at $25 for a 12-month membership at the moment. So you could come in, work out. We have, if you don't know what you're working on that day, we do have a workout board that you can follow. But if you want to come out, come check us out. We are open again, 415 Lane and Walker Boulevard, Extension, Augusta, Georgia, 30901.
And I'm looking up right now. Coach Carter posted about a morning exercise.
Oh yeah, we will have AM. The class is called AM Assault.
That's it. Yeah.
AM Assault, and we are starting that I think next week or this coming week.
It'll be a 5 a.m. to 7
5 a.m. and 7 a.m.
Yeah. That'll be, and that's too. Some people, struggle with schedule of getting to the gym. You guys offering that availability. There is personal training available as well.
Absolutely.
It ain't just about the gym too. You can get, if you're not an athlete and you have an area that you want to
work on. Yep.
Get that worked on. Just get it stronger. He will help and work with you and give you all your own. I think he does meal preps.
Yep,
he does all
meal
the
plans,
exercises, home exercises. Because I had done stuff with him for the shoulder when I felt a little bit starting up on me.
Right.
And I got a little bit of that taste of what it is to feel like an athlete.
So if you have your own workout that you do, but you struggle with meal planning, he does that as well.
He does a lot of individual things. Reach out to him if you're interested in any aspects of athletic or building some nutrition plans. All that stuff he's focusing on. He's a real professional.
He's a real professional. Just let me stay on the back end.
All right, now before we wrap up, I got a couple more questions for you, and this is just some fun questions. First one is, what are your red flags? Not man, woman, just in general, red flags.
My red flag is... Bruce was my red flag.
Hold on. I got it. Hold on, that was fun. I don't know why I got
my red flag.
1 second. It's gonna fall. There we go. In and out. These fucking flies are torture. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Uh-oh. Now he done brought friends, though.
Yeah, I opened the door smoking. That's what it was. 1 second. Good. Okay, you good. All right.
Do I need to say that again?
You don't have to. It was on the main. I'll use the main to switch from there, and I'll add this motherfucker in. They ain't gonna get away. I'm just gonna shut it. Sorry. We've been meaning to fucking buy some fly fucking shit for right outside the door. It sucks that's the one thing I hate. I got a screen thing I got to put up today to where I can still open it and smoke and it like gives some relief. I want to get some vents like I had over there and like have some flow circulation, because not always people accept it, and I have to work on that with not smoking in here with everybody. But you know me personally, so I mean I ain't even asking, goddamn it. But all right, so Bruce is your red flag. For real, what are some red flags for you? Character, however you want to look at it.
Red flags. Sometimes I don't listen to my own advice. Let's see. Red flag. This is hard. Harder than I thought. Think about it.
When you ain't putting it on a relationship, it makes a different question.
Yeah.
Cause like me, mine is probably my person was probably gonna be not lack of honesty, but like if you don't follow through. Not saying you're loyal, but if you make a commitment and you keep laying me on the end.
Procrastination.
Is that it? Well, procrastination, that's a good one too.
That's me. Because unless it's with Bruce, I ain't on time for nothing. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be on time. I could be ready and still not be on time.
Now, all right, so let's do
That's
the next
a red
question.
flag.
Let's do the next question. This is an or question. O-R. Tacos or Mexican. You can't have both. A lot of women
Tacos.
you like tacos over Mexican. You're not either or. You don't care for either or, then do you? You ain't expect. So some ladies, I will pull that question on, and it will be a huge it'll be like they're splitting fucking titties apart to figure out which one's smaller. Like
Now trying to find food. Now food period or what?
Well, it's just those two because most people will go to the Mexican restaurant and be like, I'm going to get Mexican, but then it's really all they really want is tacos. And then you're a taco fan. You're not a Mexican fan. And then some women go, like my mama, she likes to, I got a job working for a Mexican restaurant that she used to go and eat every day at while she was pregnant with me. And they knew me from like birth when I was born. So they gave me a job. But like me and my mama are Mexican food fan. I don't give a fuck about no taco. But it's different. I don't know. All right.
I go get a quesadilla, some tacos, and I'm good.
All right, and my last one is, what would any advice for anyone dealing with wanting to improve themselves? Just some advice of improvement, or however you want to narrate it.
Well, first, it's a mental thing. You have to get your mental together to actually put forth the effort. Because if you're not mentally into anything, you're not going to put forth the effort to actually do the work.
Yeah.
So I would say that
mental.
Mental first. Make sure that's what you want to do, because you have a lot of people that come in and say, "Well, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to lose this, I want to lose that." Me, and I've been there myself because I knew I wasn't there mentally, but I still needed to do the work. So you have to mentally prepare yourself so you can focus on whatever it is or whatever goal that it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's a good point. Mental is key.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, if you're having a bad mental day, exercise is a great way to get through it.
It is.
And as me and myself, and I know, and you know, I can be worked up and wound up tight. And I know now, after starting to run at 30 years old consistently, it's about how much exertion do I have to put out a certain amount for me to get that relief. Me just going to the gym and lifting is just, for me, it builds my ego. It doesn't help me release like running does. Running, I can.
And so you have to figure that out for yourself.
Yeah.
Because sometimes walking does something for people. Yeah, just taking a walk.
Yeah, it's all about movement. My mama, I talk about this. She knows I talk about her a little bit. You know her. You know she's a heavier lady. Most people don't, but it's sad to hear she falls over. I don't mean to put your business out. Clearly, we're at the end of the episode, Mama, but. We're talking about from where I'm sitting to the door. Like that tells me, Mama, that if I'm at work and I'm overheated, I know I need water, right? I know what my body needs.
Right.
You're not getting up enough or doing enough to know what your body needs. You can't blame it on the medicine when you ain't moving.
Right.
Your body may be getting weaker and you just can't realize it. You know, you got to stand up. You got to, it's just about where you stand as an individual, what you need to put your body through.
And that is true.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I wish I did have a better opportunity to be more consistent in the gym. I am more so scared to like tear something again more than I am avoiding it. But I feel like I'm also very fit for my age and like lean.
You run. So
but just energy wise, I just don't feel like I don't feel like I need to be strong anymore. I done moved past the young, I want to be buff, you know? Yeah. I got a washboard, motherfucker. That's how I say.
But even with the running, you can lift weights, but your cardio is not up. Because like me, I hate cardio, to be honest. And Bruce makes me do it. But when I want to cut down, I have to do cardio.
Yeah.
He was like, well, and then me looking at the scale, I get on the scale. And knowing I build muscle, but I don't want the scale to say what it says. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, so here's a business idea. What if y'all thought about a running class or like a running group like once a week to have 4 cardio that like is committed outside of the gym on like not a scale. I don't know how to scale runs, right? I just know myself. But I do think that as an avid smoker, you know that when I scale my runs out and get consistent, like I even feel improvement in like, and that's just
Bruce
for runs.
He runs more than me anyway.
Yeah. Them calves, I bet he does. Yeah, damn.
He will run. Me personally,
I'll get you out there running. Come on now, I will do a run class. Come on. You don't even want to hear it now.
Why are we running today? That's me. Why we running?
Yeah.
I would rather. I hate to think about exercise. That's my thing. Like I can go play basketball and I can run my ass off.
Cause I'm
Or
saying,
I can go play something and run and do a lot of
it ain't
cardio.
physical to you, it's fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if I get on that treadmill, or if I got to go outside, now I'll go outside and walk. But I hate being on the treadmill for one.
Yeah.
That treadmill is just does something to my last nerve.
And me too. I think that's a common thing. Now, I like the what is it?
Stepper.
Well, it's not. It's not you taking steps.
Oh, the
but
elliptical.
Elliptical, that's what it is. I like that, but I can't do it for so long. It's like a different feel. It feels weird.
different.
But the treadmills, there's something about that bit I don't like neither.
But I will walk outside.
Yeah, on the ground.
Yeah, I will run outside, but it's different. But it wears more on you. I don't know which one wears more on your legs, but I guess when you're getting older, you just got to find a different way.
But we all walking on concrete,
right? And we've been doing that since.
Yeah, it don't matter if it's the treadmill or not no more. I mean, I think it's more convenient if you can find a place to especially get comfortable wear for your feet if you're running or you're doing cardio.
With us working with steel toes as long as we have.
But we always maintain cushion and shit. That's important, you know. I don't think either way is bad. I think that the more it is personable, I think the better the environment is in my mind. I don't even know a lot about like working out, but I know Bruce and I've watched how he works and I've watched how he interacts with clients. I watch how been working out. He's pushing you. You guys are building something. I want to applaud you and congratulate you again. You both, not just from the clothing side of what I want to promote today for you, but as a whole, because I remember to wrap that you had your own frustrations in relationship, and we both was dealing with that at that time. And I remember seeing this black love flourish from when it started. Okay, I watched y'all glimmer and blow away at the beach. Okay, right. That sand was everywhere. It wasn't bad as I thought, neither. It was a great ceremony on the beach. Yeah. I want to say that too before I leave. You look fantastic, Coach Carter. Right, you are beautiful as ever. And I think we had a great time. I didn't get up dance with Carlette like I was supposed to, but I've been a part of so much with you. I really am appreciative of being a part of your life. Thank you for being a part of mine. And Coach Carter, I know I'm the crazy white boy that come around when I can.
Well, he already know because he knew about you when we met. So
yeah. He said it today too. He's like, LOL, she told me she was coming on. Yeah.
So I'm
gonna get him on too. He don't seem convinced yet, but I'm gonna get him on one day. He gonna come.
He gonna come on.
Yeah.
He gonna come on.
I think that I do want him to if you do it, now this is on camera because I think that Maine, more of the Masters, has done some athletic this beginning of this year with the kids. I think Bruce, once he gets settled and gets things, he gets everything set at the gym or whatnot, I think he should reach out to do some physical stuff or however that narrative.
I mean, we have some stuff.
Some of these guys get promoted.
Some plans.
Yeah. I think y'all should get out there and he deserves to speak. Some of this stuff I think is he has so much knowledge.
Right.
And as a wise man, he talks from it too when you talk to him. It might be he could give more advice too. He talks to them kids a lot. I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's a great man.
I mean, it's more than just sports talk. It's
he makes it about life. Yeah. It's situational. I've heard him talk from time to time with the kids. So, yeah.
I think that's a genuine heart of where his passion is with kids. So.
And I tell you what, too, you talk about a little bit about before we got on camera about doing some of the artwork in there. I don't know what Bruce wants. I don't know how Bruce would approach it. But I'll tell you this. If y'all were to buy the paint and supply or help me supply or find scaffolding, because between the both of us or three of us, we could probably find some scaffolding versus buying it. I could do all that right there on that brick.
Well, it's going to be inside.
I could do it inside.
Oh, yeah.
I could,
so,
as long, when it comes to, if it's going to make it fun for me, I ain't going to charge y'all much. This is on camera. Yeah. So he knows and can go back and watch and have proof, right? But if he wants some crazy big shit, we'll do the damn thing in there and make something out of it.
I don't know if he has I think he has an idea of what he wants, but I know what I want in the front. So
that's what I'm looking at right there. Yeah, even there, that whole front bit right there, we could take up that whole space. We could do something with spray paint painting it is going
Well,
to take.
no, it won't be on the outside of the building. It was
You
definitely
mean
be
the front,
like,
like
the
walking
front
in?
walking in.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
want something there, and he wants something on the inside of the gym.
It don't matter. We'll figure something out. We'll make something
Yeah.
work. As long as, especially if there is a specific, he can find a specific image. All we got to do
Right.
is throw that projector on the wall.
Okay.
And then I can do my work with the colors and let that shit work.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds like a plan.
I'm looking forward to y'all. I really
I'm
am
looking forward. I mean,
Hey,
we got some plans. We got some big plans
Hey.
coming up.
before we leave, look. They called me. He said, "Man, I need your help with some stuff, man." I said, "Look, what you need, Bruce? I got you." He said, "I need you to
And
tear
I
down this
always
shit."
do.
Man, what? Expertise demolition. I'm telling you now. I come in there like a crackhead didn't expect. I worked harder than 3 Mexicans those days. You understand me? I had that motherfucker busted down. And he had to run out. He had to go talk to a client one day. I had to finish tearing down the last little bit, and I had wrapped it all up. Bruce was like, God damn.
Right.
I was done. I get in
I mean,
gear,
I
baby.
can't say, Lisa, you have always been, even like you say, you've been there for, I've been there for you. You have been there for us as well.
Oh, I
We
love it.
appreciate that.
I love the bond we've built and how I've got a great friend in life now. Shout out to HB, shout out to Carlette, shout out to Reggie.
Absolutely.
I know we don't talk all the time like that, but I know certain
Yeah.
people I've made real
Right.
bonds with.
No, shout out to Crystal for taming this one.
Yeah, she working on me.
I told her she took him off my hands. Thank you, Lord.
Well, and she put me to work too, and she's holding me accountable. That is no joke. I have to accept this weekend that
I love it.
I just got back on therapy on a real way, not about to be a parent, not about to be necessarily just for the partnership, but what I'm doing wrong in this household and how I can improve. And finding out I got severe anxiety and severe depression, I don't understand how I do, but I can see when I like take those assessments, it really puts I'm gonna have some work to do.
Right.
And it's not just about what she's doing. It's some shit I'm gonna have to do, and she's gonna help me through.
Right.
So I'm appreciative of her as well. And like I said again, I wouldn't be here doing this if it wasn't for my walk with you and being there and getting through the stuff I went through. So I'm grateful for you to talk about certain questions with me and have a little fun. Come on and promote yourself. So round of applause
Well,
again
thank
for
you.
you.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, until next time, y'all, peace.